No. Maybe the season.
Previously on Star Wars 5E, the party rose before the sun to Bagoo's voice. He told them of an emergency mission given to them by Gracchus himself. The Red Dawn had a new project that they were releasing to the market that was worth immense value. He wanted them to either retrieve it or destroy it. They got some med packs and were sent to go meet with some Black Sun specialists outside the Research and Development building. During their travels, an old member of Sparky's ship tried to beg her to return and help them in their plight. She refused, and Suro threatened them when they tried insisting on her joining them. The party continued down Gracchus Boulevard until they came upon the walls, barriers, and fencing that formed the stark line between Black Sun and Red Dawn territory. They passed without issue and ventured into Red Dawn territory. Deciding to take a stealthy approach, the team snuck through alleyways in an attempt to circumvent the main buildings without notice. During their travels, the team was discovered by some Red Dawn members as they were leaving a party. Suro quickly used his knowledge of drugs and suggested they walk them back to the barracks safely. As the team led them back to the building, one of the officers added Suro to his list of contacts for being such a bro. And with that, the team arrived safely behind the Research and Development facility. 3 members of the Black Suns introduced themselves, a high-ranking officer, a specialist, and a brand new initiate. The specialist, being an expert code cracker, explained how to hack into the building's rear security. He then attempted to do it himself and was electrocuted with a vicious shock and was left as a scorched pile across the street. Suro recovered his specialist's shield as a memento. The team then cracked the code with minimal electric damage, but did alert some B-1 battle droids to defend the door. Ready for anything, the team tore through them like a hot knife through butter. Beyond the door, the team saw a large loading bay filled with crates of folded B-1 battle droids. Ill-repaired and damaged droid bits lay scattered across the floor. The new kid attempted to rush through the room into a nearby hallway, but was tripped and held down by a superior officer. Suro encouraged the boy to keep up the enthusiasm, even if the officers looked down on it. The team realized it might be useful to prepare a series of detonators in case they needed to cause a distraction, or in case of a quick escape. After the trap was laid, they entered the long hallway. The new kid looked into the offices on the left side of the hallway, and as the door opened, he saw a Red Dawn member at his cubicle. In utter horror of being caught, Soldier A yelled and took a wild shot behind the Rodian at the desk. It was the Rodian's second day at work, and he screamed and grabbed his own gun to shoot back. As the two stood there with their blasters drawn, they both apologized repeatedly to each other, and Suro took the blaster from the Rodian. The Cathar comforted the young Red Dawn member and discussed how they could make things better and clean up the Rodian's mistakes after his first day. They made plans to upgrade Sparky and Project X. The Rodian pulled Soldier A near him and whispered about how someday they'd be rulers of the gangs. Soldier A expressed his complete lack of knowledge to the Rodian, and the Rodian destroyed his datapad with the upgrade and was then electrocuted and torn apart before he could do anything else.
Oh no. It felt so bad.
We destroyed that guy.
Yeah.
I tried to blow his head up.
Sparky stepped beyond the body and hacked into his terminal while Soldier A vomited, and as he saw the possible future that awaits all new gang members. Sparky downloaded the files that made up the virus that the Rodian had accidentally created. The team returned to the hallway and discussed whether or not they should upload the virus to Project X or not. Suro provided lots of insight on how to be a successful gang member to Soldier A during the discussions. Meanwhile, Sparky and Fist went across the hall to the rooms labeled software. In it was an array of computers and a deactivated B-2 super battle droid. Sparky decided to upload the virus to Project X and the B-2. Sparky also learned that the Red Dawn was working on how to make droids fuse together. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Suro was showing Soldier A how to quick draw. She accidentally reactivated the B-2, but they quickly subdued it without issue, and Fist recovered its head and pulled the body into the hallway. No other apparent paths, the team headed to the airlock scrubbers leading to Project X. As the doors opened, a wall of crates separated the team from loud machine noises and yelling. As the party attempted to sneak and gain vantage, Soldier A blazed a trail, shouting how he'd clear the path for them, and shoving crates out of his way drew the attention of 3 Jawas and 3 droids at work. One of the droids blasted all the crates open, and the fight began. The Jawas attempted to support their combat droids, but as the fight raged, they had to resort to activating Project X. The virus slowed it down, and the team was able to survive its massive energy beams and flailing wires. Soldier A was beaten down and accidentally fragged by Suro. As he lay dying, he remembered his father joining the Black Suns, how 2 agents came home carrying his father's jacket and blaster, and how he vowed to join the Black Suns someday too. The fight raged, and Cersei attempted but failed to sway the Jawas to stop fighting and work together. Eventually, all of the Jawas were killed, and the captain revealed to the party the true powers of the Force.
My friends.
He let loose torrents of lightning and moved at speeds impossible. As the Voltron droid was weakened, and the party in various states of disarray, Soldier A awoke. He remembered the time his father taught him how to shoot, and to never push the red button. He charged the droid and told the party to run. He inspired them to evacuate, all except for his officer mate. The roofs collapsed and crushed him as he dueled the rampaging robot. Alarms roared as the Red Dawn members were coming in to start working for the day and chased the party into the room. As the teams retreated into the airlock, they picked up their inactive B-2 and screamed Rakghoul to deter anyone from getting near. As they were chased from behind, guns were raised but not fired as mass confusion warred throughout the crowd assembled. The party was exiting the loading bays to find Bagoo waiting for them in a speeder. They loaded up and detonated their explosives that they had placed and watched all the employees inside go up in flames. The streets flooded with Red Dawn members as the party retreated to Gracchus' storehouse.
Who did I abduct or whatever?
The B2.
No, there was, you said I forced a girl to do something. Who the hell was that?
Earlier in the game?
Yeah.
Like weeks ago?
No, I thought you just made a comment about it. Never mind. Carry on. I'm half awake, bud.
You stole a guy's blaster.
Yep.
You're like, yeah, man, we'll upgrade. Yeah, I'll help you out,
I
man.
said something about a girl that I told you to join the party, but I'm half awake, man. I'm on 3 hours. So.
You
Didn't you
got
guys like
drug
force
guy?
press someone into working for you at the?
Yeah, but that was like
sessions
2
ago.
weeks ago. Yeah. Okay, never mind. You're good. Do you think?
More caffeine, bud?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's late morning, and the lower city crawls with activity as Black Sun gang members rally to defend their borders. A mob in the distance and faint smoke trails mark the evidence of your recent venture into Red Dawn territory. Bagoo stops in front of Gracchus' storehouse. He looks at you and says, I think it might be best if I speak to Gracchus alone. Take the speeder back to the bar, and I'll send someone to watch over you until I return. We've struck a major blow against the Red Dawn today, and I don't think this will blow over without more casualties.
We didn't necessarily go full on war here.
Yeah, we definitely did. We
Gang
started the gang war.
war.
You can do it, man.
Race war.
So who's going to be in charge of piloting us back to the bar?
Should I do it?
I have a question. The game doesn't include what the contents
I-
or actual applicability of a Spicer's kit would be.
Spicer?
Spicer.
Spicer?
Spicer.
Spicer's drug making.
Nah.
Thought so, but like, so I would be able to just like attempt to make low quality drugs. Because I have proficiency in a set of
Think
tools,
alchemist kit.
and I forgot to pick up my set of that, so I need to.
So who's
So-
flying us?
At this point
I
in
get to make
time,
drugs.
Jimmy, not knowing why, I just hear drugs, and then I just start looking around.
I like them.
Are they calling to you?
They are. I don't know why. I have no clue. Just this faint. You
Some-
might call it the force.
Some entity.
So I have this injection thing.
I'm gonna hop in the pilot seat.
Fist hops into the pilot seat, ready to take the wheel and take you guys home.
Do a flip.
Go barrel roll.
You gonna try and do anything cool, or are we just gonna try and fly home?
I'm gonna try to fly home and avoid Red Dawn.
Yep.
But no barrel roll.
After we just blew off.
Nah, I'm not gonna do a barrel roll.
Matt,
I tried.
looking
Not after the morning we
bar.
just
Hey,
had.
Bug Boy, you should repair that B2 at some point.
Maybe next time.
Yes. I understand.
Oh, they put the tool proficiencies information in Wretched Hives. Cool, I forget what I found one.
As you're flying home, you see a large barrier in the road. It appears that someone has set off a mine,
Ooh.
and you guys are about to fly into a dangerous zone.
Just through them.
Zone of danger.
Mow
How
them
good's your
down.
flying?
It's a +4.
So,
Fly
on
over
foot,
them.
get out now, or keep going?
Land speeder, bro.
Fly over.
Is it like?
How's the only set of tools that didn't get a description in this expanded book, the Splicer's tools? God damn it.
Does it look like it's being turned into a war zone in front of us, or?
This is
Just
just
exploding.
travel, and it's like kind of coming to a slow halt. because someone just set off a landmine.
So
This is enough.
one landmine could mean more than one landmine. So
It could also mean not more than one.
it could.
It
That's
could.
true. One, it's either going to be more or it won't.
How far from home are we?
You're right around the corner.
Oh, let's get the fuck out. Screw Bagoo Speeder.
Nah, I don't want to piss Magoo off. I don't want to piss Magoo off. Like, we already pissed off Gracchus once
Fine.
today already. We going! You want piloting?
We like this stuff. I think Craig is gonna be happy with us.
Oh, we don't know.
If we just started a war, I bet he had his own plans on how to not kill us.
Nah, his girthiness will love this.
I have one
His
that
girthiness might be pleased or he might be very mad.
Yeah,
Based
either-
on Bagoo's
honestly,
on what his
reaction,
plan was.
I'm guessing probably Matt.
if he's pissed, I'm blaming Soldier B. If he's not pissed,
You mean
Soldier
Soldier A.
it was all us. I meant what I said and said.
So
We did what?
you're going to attempt to fly over it. Just
Yep.
okay.
You want me to check? Piloting check?
I don't know how to call this, but yeah.
That's a 9.
Okay. So you're gonna set off count them, 2 mines as you fly through the streets
We got our answer.
fearlessly. So
We found out, boys.
We found out, boys.
each of you is gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Thank God it's Dex. Okay, so this. No, I can't because it requires concentration. I'm flying through a speeder.
No. Concentration is power based, so you can concentrate on one power at a time. That's the mechanics of concentration.
So can I add it to anyone here? Temp boost. I don't have that yet, do I? Do I have that yet?
Wait,
I roll an 8.
is that a nat 8 or a boosted 8?
Boosted.
That's better.
Wait,
That's a
what is it?
Dex.
19.
Oh my God. That's what you roll well on.
What?
Sorry.
14?
Saving his own
16.
ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
16? So everyone's gonna take half of this except for Michael.
Yay.
10.
No.
And the second mine's about to go off.
Well, that's bad. 'Cause I'm at 0.
Also, Mike.
Because
And 12.
Also,
so
Mike, your temporary
5
boost.
plus 6.
11.
I'm at negative 12.
How much life do you have?
14 is my total. I'm at negative 12. I'm
Oh,
not
you
dead.
survived that
How much?
You took half, so you're gonna take 11.
That's exactly 0.
long. Unconscious and unconscious.
Is this the point where I go and heal him now?
You're at 11? Or you taking 11?
Yeah.
How much did that put you at?
12.
Nice.
You son
And-
of a
24.
dirty.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I think Dustin isn't technically part of that, so he can. If you need a justification to drag them out of the wreck, his character's technically there.
I was just gonna ignore the fact that other people were in the speeder.
Oh, he's dead then.
they're
that's
fine.
They just
They miraculously dodged every piece of shrapnel and the concussive blast.
My
But
favorite,
that-
my favorite justification
They
is he was
used us as
somewhere
shields.
else doing berserker
No,
stuff.
what they did is they used Mike as a shield.
Oh, no, he
Yeah.
was somewhere else doing berserker stuff.
So,
diving behind the cat as he took all the shrapnel.
a massive eruption shakes you all, and you can see some members of the party are looking very, very poorly. Most of them are unconscious or dying. But you make your way to the bar.
Alright.
The speeder is going to take quite a lot to repair at this point.
Oh, heck.
Really thought you guys just gonna like go out and like check, you know, maybe disarm.
No.
I was just gonna
I'm sure there's only one landmine here.
Well,
I'm glad we made you the pilot.
do you have a boost to piloting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proficiencies?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough, man.
I rolled a 5.
Good job. I did too. Yeah.
So you guys have made your way back home.
I'm gonna stabilize the dying.
Dying. That's
Do
me.
you want me to roll?
Michael, you are the dying. Roll to stabilize.
That's a 17 base.
Okay.
So I roll 16 plus
Nice.
a number that I don't know.
I mean, there should be no threat here. Like,
Yeah.
you made it home.
Yeah.
They're just gonna carry their little cat
I rolled a
man.
20.
Good, you're awake and alive, bud.
Yay. What's my HP? 0?
One.
One.
I'm at 1. Good job. Good piloting. That's all.
Thanks, man.
I don't remember what happened, but I remember being alive.
I think I blacked out for a second.
We all made it home.
That's our Mando, buddy.
Yeah.
Always getting us through the thick.
Jimmy, are there any drugs I can roll to make?
Meanwhile, I'm turning you away from the burning speeder.
It would be stimulants.
I both have the kit and the proficiency.
Yeah, you can make yourself one drug, and they have 3 uses each.
You wrote my name on it.
So you guys enter the bar,
Okay.
and you see LVL1 wearing his little serving hat and carrying drinks
No.
to no one in particular because there's no one in the
I
bar.
go up and grab a drink. At this point.
Just to make him feel
Zim
better.
joins you and reverts to his alcoholic ways.
I know how Zim's gonna be.
What's strength?
Pez asks you if he can take the droid head and go work on it because, as you well know, he's an expert in droid management.
I just want to state, for the record, I don't think that Pez has ever worked in droid management.
I have just a
Fair
very
assessment,
strong
I think he
feeling.
might be
He
lying.
would like to take this period of time indeterminate to work on repairing your droid.
I'd give it to him.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh, thanks. And he takes and he scampers upstairs.
Oh.
I'm guessing he took the rest of the droid too.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Something I was gonna do too.
I found it.
Oh, it was that good. I wanted to talk to him.
You're
Never
gonna
mind.
buy you drugs, aren't
Well,
Let's
maybe.
take a rest.
I was also gonna ask him about other stuff.
So,
is it nap time?
you guys want to take a nap?
I think it should be nap time.
Let's take a nap.
Is it long nap or short nap?
Well, it depends on what you guys want to do. It's early morning, so you can sleep through most of the day and like begin your adventures at night.
So we
you?
gotta
Go get
take
that robot thingy.
the IG-86
Well,
needs to go down.
The issue with trying to get IG-86 right now,
We
Gang
just
war. Good
yeah, we just blew up half their.
So that means
yeah.
it's a perfect time. None of you expecting it.
No.
They're never attacked twice.
they'll
Yeah.
never expect those people that they just saw retreating in a speeder to come back
Let's
the
take-
same day.
Let's take a long
I
rest.
mean, that is true.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
Hell of
expect
a
that.
surprise.
Let's wait till Bagu gets back, because he's gonna come back eventually.
I
and
assumed
be
the explosion
disappointed or
would get
happy.
him.
Well, he's gonna send a guy to take care of you guys for a little bit while he's dealing with Gracchus and the repercussions of your guys' actions. Because
Okay.
your handler basically just is like, hey, Gracchus wants you to do this for him. And he's like, this is not how I expected it to turn out. Thought it was gonna be like destroy or recover a project, and you blew up a building.
We did a really good job.
We
of blowing up
destroyed
that-
the
We
building.
did both.
All right.
We recovered something.
So
Yeah.
let's take a long rest till the next morning, and then we'll go to the arena.
Well, it'll be the evening, like 8 hours from then.
Okay.
It'll be like late afternoon, early evening.
There's still time for you.
Because you guys woke up at the ass crack of dawn to do this mission.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking we literally just
And it's
crash
like
hard
7 a.m.
until
right now.
next morning. Literally like a 24-hour fucking
Okay.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just take a day, like, be like,
Rest
That was a
today.
So yeah.
and let's keep a low profile
And
because
we
we
can
just
try
blew
and
up.
get
Just
people
we're
in
gonna
the
go on.
car.
And we're gonna
straight
keep.
hours.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll matter, but if we're gonna keep a long rest like this, somebody should be up at all times
Well,
to watch the bar.
And we can
Yeah,
also
we
work
can-
on the bar.
Especially if there's a gang war going on outside, and
Like-
we just blew up mines like 20 feet from our thing.
We're fine.
Oh, Droid, I'm sorry, you were saying something.
We can go and try and get people into the bar because their entire world's exploding and they need a drink. So blacked out.
Literally.
Like, it's
Zim,
Literally.
Zim raises his glass to that and
Yeah.
continues to drink.
We need people to come in here and drink.
All right, so I'm gonna take first shift while you guys go, and then on 1 HP, crawling out the door.
I've got this, guys.
Okay, no.
Beers, come get your beers.
I'll take this shit.
A feral
Fine.
I don't think the state review is going to
I
encourage
hit
anyone
the
to come in
droid
here.
walking by, and then
The waitress walks up to the
Literally
droid, who
collapsed
she
in
knows
bed.
to be the most genteel amongst the party.
I
And
gave
she,
her her necklace
and she
back.
tries to get your attention. Excuse me.
Yes.
I think you should check on your friend upstairs before you guys go to bed.
What?
The
We have
flat
plan?
dude?
Nope.
Pez?
Nope.
Zim.
The other one.
What other
I go
one?
upstairs. Gun drawn.
You see Bud Light floating
Aw.
above his bed, but unconscious.
We should probably tie him to the bed so he doesn't.
He's a
Probably
wolf.
to the bed.
don't want people watching.
I'm gonna go over and I'm
discovering
gonna like
it's a
pat him
Jedi.
on the shoulder.
He's completely unresponsive.
He's a poltergeist.
Can I push him down?
Yep. You push him down, but there's resistance to it.
We need an exorcist.
I don't-
We need some rope.
I don't have the energy or
And an
HP to deal with
exorcist.
this. I literally just.
I am tying him to the bed.
What are you gonna tie him with?
Y'all motherfuckers need
I don't know. I
space
had like
Jesus.
a whatever the fuck it's called, the
Yeah.
Explorer's Pack or whatever, and then I know they come
Oh,
with like,
Jedis.
whatever
Yeah.
the equivalent
No,
is.
real-
I was legitimately just
Oh,
curious
we
what
want
you
to
were gonna tie him with.
Whatever the equivalent is, like, and it's gonna be like easy knots, so it's like I'm not restraining him. I'm just keeping him from floating off the fucking bed.
Okay, so are you like tying him like by the ankles or like by the chest?
I'm
By
gonna
the
try
neck?
by the chest first. Like I'll keep his arms free. That way he can like untie himself.
I'm gonna
try the chest.
I'm gonna roll
Does-
over, seeing the commotion and being annoyed, and just angrily state, "Hey, Bagu might know what to do here. He seems to have a lot of knowledge with this."
Bagu's
crap."
not even with you.
He has a phone, doesn't
Bagu
he?
doesn't even go here.
You're gonna call him during a conference call with his fucking boss.
Fuck
It'll
it,
let him
man.
know that
Come
you're
on,
doing
wasn't
sporting
even-
again.
You can send him a text
Turn
message.
off your mother.
I'll just
Wait, send him a
Yes.
photo, like.
I'll just turn and I'll say, I've seen this sort of thing before.
I roll over and ignore.
I,
I'm gonna tie him around around the chest and see if that does it lift up the bed.
He won't lift up to the bed.
Oh, thank God.
You
fly over to.
successfully put him back down onto the bed.
Okay.
I fly to where all the commotion.
And I'm gonna
is
write a
coming
little
from.
note saying, try not to float anymore. And I'm gonna put that like in between the ropes so that he can see it when he wakes up.
Okay.
Or try not to float too often.
The waitress
Don't
leans
float too
into
high.
you and she says, "He's been doing that for quite some time. He was screaming before."
Did anyone
Oh,
see
he was
him?
screaming. That's good.
What?
That
Did
is.
anyone see him or
that-
come up to see him going
Luckily,
on?
we didn't have any bar guests.
That's good.
That's good. Always caring about the bar. I appreciate it. Somebody has to.
So, who's gonna take watch while everyone else takes their nap?
I can go first.
So we'll do
I'll
an
go
8-hour shift. I'm asleep right now.
There's
I don't.
four of
I
us.
don't care.
Can I work
Yeah,
on my droid? Can I make a droid yet or not?
This is where you're gonna be making your
I
droid.
am. My little bud-
From the parts around the bar, during his long rest, Matthew constructs his level 3 droid.
I just slap it together.
Dang it.
And during his nap, Mike is also going to make a droid.
Well, since we're taking more than just 8 hours, it's
Yeah, over the course of a day.
Yeah. So we're just doing various things.
Yep.
Okay.
You take a nap, you know, clean yourself.
Yep. I watch Matt.
Tinker.
And I think,
Just say
For most of the time.
yeah, and
For
then make
most
a
of the time.
slightly worse version.
you know, you see his droid, you're like, fuck, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Jealous
just-
as fuck. I make my own that's slightly worse.
I can go to the chop shop and put Emporium after we get that cleared.
Gang war.
After I said after
Okay.
we get it cleared out.
We should join the gang.
Hey, can I call my drug buddy?
Yeah, which one?
The one that.
The Beastmaster or the
Renault.
Red
He
Dawn?
needs
Red Dawn,
drugs.
Hey, that's a good intro for my character.
So I call.
I'm a drug buddy.
I call him. Yes, you are. I call the Red Dawn
I'm
drug
both an
buddy
herbalist
at
and a
this point.
spicer.
Dude.
Dude, how's it going?
You would not believe the night I had.
I kinda do.
Barely remember you.
It's fine, man. You got back to bed safe at least. How you feeling?
Yeah, dude, I'm great, but like, I should have been awake earlier. Some shit went down.
I heard about that, man. Explosion, shit going.
Dude.
I heard rat ghouls too.
Yeah, I get like, we're still trying to clear it up. Media's a bitch. Told all
Yeah.
my guys not to talk to them, but
Yeah, fuck
know how
that,
that goes.
man. I
Dude.
get it.
apparently there was rat ghouls, some bombs, a droid. Someone keeps talking about a Mandalorian.
Mandalorians are bitches, man.
Dude,
you know they weren't there.
Were you partying with a Mandalorian last night?
No, he wears a helmet, but he's not a Mandalorian.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wear a helmet too most of the time.
Dude, it's cool, man. Bitches love helmets.
So what's up, man? What are we?
I was just checking on you, man. I heard there were explosions after we left, so I want to make sure you're doing good.
Yeah, I mean we're just gearing up, gang war.
Yeah, absolutely. man. Go fuck up those bad guys. All right, man. Stay
Those
safe,
bad
okay?
guys.
You too. Let's grab a drink soon.
Yeah, absolutely. He's alive.
He is alive. You are
He suspects nothing.
in character. I got some cool abilities.
You guys hear a knock at the door and see a homeless man standing outside of it.
Do you got money?
All right, I'm gonna send level 1, LV1, out to shoo the homeless person away.
No,
No.
ask him if he wants a drink.
No.
We need patrons. If
The homeless ones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
People.
they're patrons.
God.
They're, if they're
He,
willing.
he's standing out there just.
Fine, I go answer the door. What do you want?
You guys got booze?
How much?
He reeks of liquor.
Yes.
How much do you have on you?
A cup?
You hold
All
it.
of it.
I like the math there. Can you afford to buy this booze?
I can afford everything. I'm pretty wealthy.
I believe this man.
No insight check. I just trust him.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
So
we can-
at this point in time, I grab the cheapest bottle of beer from the thing. I give it to him and I tell him, please go fuck off now.
He falls onto you and he's
No,
thanking you.
no.
And he's like, hey man,
You're an
thanks for the booze.
Would you like
Roll
to come
perception.
in?
Oh no, he's
He's gonna steal.
this one. I roll a perception is a 10.
17.
Okay, I lose.
Michael, that's gonna be a reroll.
You lose.
Yes.
How much credits do you have on you?
0.
What?
Yeah, we all
I take back all the shit I've given you for giving all your money away.
Isn't it smart now?
As long as no one tries to rob you.
Putting
fine.
all your money under your pillow and the bank gets robbed. I'm not affected.
The homeless guy takes the beer from you and he waves his thanks as he's walking away. And you notice that he's taken your pouch containing all of your credits.
Oh no.
Your empty sack.
You pretend to be sad.
Oh man. I want to give him something for succeeding, but I just feel like that rewards
Well, you
bad
gave him a
behavior.
beer.
I did, yeah. He's fucked
Why
off now.
did you invite him? to
You're only-
He's a thief. He stole.
He attempted.
this? You gave him the beer.
To
About
fuck
checking
off.
whether he had money or not.
Nah.
I
Alright.
mean, we did, but it was pretty obvious.
I think I handled that well.
No.
You didn't gain any money, so that's.
You guys are